rounding off numbers to the nearest 10, 100, and 1000. That is 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places, and 3 decimal places. It can continue, but we are taking the 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So sometimes you will see 10, 100, and 1000 in some of the books. Others will also write 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places, or 3 decimal places. Now, when you take the Hindu-Arabic digit, that is from 0 to 9, there are 10 digits, and they have been grouped into 5. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 as the first, then 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 as the second. Now, any value that falls within the first, that is from 0 to 4, that value becomes 0. And any value that falls within the second group, that is from 5 to 9, that value becomes 1. And it is added to the next place. So this is the rule we need to use over here. 1 decimal place means there should be 1 digit behind the decimal point. There should be 1 digit behind the decimal point. So if I should start 1 decimal place, I'll be standing on the 6. It is 1 decimal. So the first decimal place, standing on the 6, and be looking at the 9. This 9 I am looking at, as it fall within 0 to 4 or 5 to 9. You can see the 9 falls within 5 to 9. So this 9 will become 1. Then you add the 1 to where you are standing. So 1 plus 6 will give me 7. Therefore, 1 decimal place becomes 34.7. That is for the 1 decimal place. Now, 2 decimal places, or the 100, 1, 2. I'll be looking at the 4. This 4 I'm looking at, does it fall between 0 to 4 or 5 to 9? This 4 falls between 0 to 4, so this 4 becomes 0. Therefore, the entire thing there is wiped. So 2 decimal places becomes 34.69. 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3. I'll be looking at the 5. The 5 I am looking at, it falls within 5 to 9. So this 5 becomes 1. I need to add the 1 to where I am standing. So 1 plus 4 gives me 5. Therefore, 3 decimal places becomes 34.695. 1 decimal place, standing on the 8, looking at the 4. The 4 is within 0 to 4, so it becomes 0. Therefore, this 4 becomes 0. So I should be having 7 and 8. 2 decimal places, 1, 2. I'll be looking at the 5. The 5 falls within 5 to 9. So this 5 becomes 1. I'll add it to the 4, making 5. So I should be having 7.85. 2 decimal places. 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3. What number is behind the 5? It's 0. 0 falls within that range, so it is still 0. Therefore, I should be having 7.845. The nearest 10, that is 1 decimal place. 1. Looking at the 9. The 9 is within 5 to 9. So the 9 becomes 1. I add it to the 8. I should be having 99.9. That is 1 decimal. 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Looking at the 4. The 4 becomes 0 because it's at the lower side. So I should be having 99.89. 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. Looking at the 3. 3 becomes 0. So at the end, should be having 99.894. 1 decimal place on the first one. Looking at this 9. This 9 becomes 1. I'll add it to this, giving me 10. But we don't write 10, so I need to write 0 remainder 1. Watch this carefully. 1 decimal place, the first one. Standing on the first one, looking at the second number, which is 9. This 9 will become 1 because it is from 5 to 9. I will add a 1 to this 9. This one becomes 10. But you know we don't write the full 10. We write 0 remainder 1. The 1 is carried to the next one, giving you 2. So this one becomes 42.0. 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Looking at the 7. 7 is a higher number, so it also becomes 1. I add the 7. After it becoming 1, you add the 1 to the 9. This 9 becomes 10. You write 0, remainder 1. Add a 1 to this, becomes 10. 0, remainder 1. Add a 1 to this. I should be having 42.00. 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. Looking at the 9. The 9 is a higher number, so it becomes 1. I'll add it to the 7, giving me 8. So I should be having 41.998 as my nearest 1000. So this is how to round off numbers to the nearest 10, 100, and 1000. Let's not forget the rule. If the value you are looking at falls between 0 to 0, but if it falls within 5 to 9, it becomes 1, and it is added as 1, it's added to wherever you are standing.